What's up? It's Jesse here from 3G Video, and we are at Highland Motorsports Park for Mad Mike's Southern Bash. We got a beautiful sunrise coming up over the horizon. We're getting after it. We're gonna go see what God has to do, who we need to be talking to today, and all the crazy race action. I'm gonna take you guys along. Start off today, I got all my stuff. I got my bag on, and we are heading into the park where we're gonna go down to the media room, get everything situated for the day. All right, so we have to go through the hard park area, which got a couple cars coming through, some GTRs and old FCRX7. All right, so we came down the track, down into the pit area, got to the media room, everything's situated. I got my cameras on, got my safety vest, so I am safe. Now we got to figure out where we want to take pictures. The sun is starting to come over the horizon. We're gonna get into some golden hour, get some cool shots down here. It's gonna be a real quick golden hour because of the hills, but it'll be good. We'll get something in the pits, and then we got to figure out where we're posting up on the track. All right, so today we're gonna be focused on getting some real cinematic shots for photos and video for Instagram. If you guys haven't checked out our Instagram page, make sure you go check that out. We're really trying to build that. So yeah, we're putting out a lot more reels and a lot more cool fun content over there. Check that out. That's what we're working on today, along with obviously pictures for the website, and then we'll be shooting, we'll be showing some of that stuff in this video, of course. So don't think you're missing out by any means. We're definitely going to be adding a ton of that and just having a good time. Mad Mike is out getting ready for the morning session. It's going to be sick. All right, so sun is just peeking over. We're going to have just a touch of golden hour. Oh, it looks so good. Getting light down on that yellow S50. I'm obviously drawn to the FDs, but they're also like perfectly in the light over here. Got some shadows forming on the backside, but this looks good. All right, so they're starting to warm the cars up for our first cruising section. We're still gonna try to get some stuff here in the pits, a little bit more before we get started. But today we're gonna be chasing the light. That's what we're doing. We're gonna be trying to figure out where around the track we wanna be to have the right light for the shot. So there's a couple places we'll need to wait till the afternoon. There's a couple places we need to do in the morning just because of that light. So we're gonna be chasing that all day, having some fun. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about what we're doing there, how we're doing it, and then what shots we get, and hopefully it turns out good. We're gonna make our last lap around the pits, getting some photos, and we're just gonna be relying on God today to be at the right place at the right time to get the right photos. So first we're gonna take a sight lap and see what happens from here. All right, so we hopped in one of the Marshall cars, or safe track cars. And we're gonna take a couple sight laps to see where we might want to take some photos. Got some good media guys out here. It's gonna be sick.
So are they gonna pass us at any point? I'll do 2 in front, bro, and then then we'll race them.
We'll race them. Oh yeah, getting after it.
It's actually quite cool to see.
Oh yeah.
And I think up over the bridge. This bridge here.
Okay, this is where we're gonna have insane entry later. Meant to get air, just send it. Got the alligator up there. It's Florida.
I could not enjoy being a spectator. Like just a spectator. Get out here though.
Sweet. Thank you to the crew, that was awesome. All right, so I had an amazing sighting session in the Ute Nation 4Runner over there. It was a great time getting to see all the cars fly past, getting to see Mad Mike out on track, getting to see everybody else from that perspective, getting to actually be on track at a new venue. Oh, so good. Now we have some ideas of where to go. As you can tell, we got a lot of clouds over us. We're right out of your track side, shooting across where they have the S's. and looks pretty cool. Cool shot for the first section. Definitely, once cars pass, definitely going to be moving to another section after we get done here. We want to get down and try some scaffolding shots, some different areas. Try to get all the way around the track as much as we can in only a one-day event. And in between sessions, we can change spots. It's the only time we're allowed to cross track, so it's every hour. Once we get out there, we're going to be stuck for an hour at each spot. That's why I got some snacks, got some water and stuff in my bag. We're ready to go. Hopefully we can get some good stuff. To get a video that we want, we have to have a lot of different angles. So it's gonna take all day just to make like one video of things. Now we can make multiple of it because we'll have a whole bunch of shots from each place. But it's definitely a process. I'm glad I'm getting to take you guys along for it because it is so much fun. Okay guys, we made it out into the middle of the track for our next shooting location, and it's the first drift section. So should be able to get some good footage out here for the drift area. This spot gives such a good vantage point of the entire track. There are a couple areas that aren't perfect, but it is very good to be able to spot out where they're actually doing the best drifting, where you get a lot of smoke, the best photos. So this would be good for a scouting session, and one of the early sessions is perfect. Mike is first out on track in the RX-8, putting some smoke out on the big corner. Woo! All right, so we've had some good action out on track. Mike out in the 787D on the track for only the second time ever. We are on a brief intermission because we got a couple cars that were needing to get pulled off. We ended up in a sand trap, and one that was broke down a little bit. No biggie. We'll get back to racing here in just a second. All right, hop back to the pits. I got the drift bus going, which is a bus that goes with all the drift cars going around it so people can get on, watch the cars, which is dope. And then we have another open cruise session coming up. Hop back in here to just download a couple photos, try to get a little bit of work done here before heading out to our next location to shoot. All right, so what I'm doing now is getting a couple photos on here so we can put them out on the socials while we're here at the event. And then I'll go through later to get a ton of photos in here for the video here, and then also for the website and such. So a lot of work goes on back and forth, just bringing you behind the scenes here. So let's get some photos edited. Okay, so we came down through the pits again after getting some editing done to the next drift session. Came down to the Spectator area to see where all the guys are seeing that are paying to be here, the spectators. Figured we might get some shots here, work our way around, try a couple different spots before we head infield for the big reverse entry competition. So should be good. 787D's coming around here soon. Hopefully the smoke clears a little bit and we can be good.
If you have not signed up, go to the Vibe ride-alongs. You got those. Head over down. And again, if you are at the museum, head down behind the Hall Tech tent and make your way down here to the pit. It's all open.
All right, so came farther around past turn 12 into turn 5, where the spectating area is over here. Got go-karts, got putt putt. Pretty cool little area they got set up for the spectators, and it's really good views. The guys are making sure to drift in these areas, so we're getting a lot of smoke, all that. However, we're on the outside of the corner. It's making a lot of smoke, which is, you know, not helpful for getting video. So hopefully we can get on the inside of 5 in a little bit. That is kind of my next goal, because I think 5 is probably my favorite corner. It's nice and banked, and they can get a lot of smoke and come around through them. So hopefully we'll get on the inside of 5, or at least on the other side where we can shoot into it. So hopefully that'll work out later after the insane entry, but we still have one session in between there. We got another cruise session. So we're gonna go get that out in turn 1. I'm gonna hop in the car, kind of drive around, make it a little easier than just walking this whole thing. So we'll get around there and then see what it looks like from that side. All right, so we've hopped back tower side, so you can see that over my shoulder, and we are heading down to turn 1, and then I think it's like 7 or something like that, the big hairpin. So it's gonna be a good little walk. Thought we could drive down there, but there was no gate, so that's unfortunate. Did get to see some of the cruise cars coming out of their pit area so that they can get out on track. We'll be filming them when we get down to actually turn 2. Make it down there, you're gonna get some good stuff. All right, grab some photos and some video over here around the big sweeper. We're gonna cut over to the hairpin, get a little bit, but we're running close on time to get back for the insane entry, which we can't miss. Like, that's gonna be the pinnacle of today. It's gonna be absolutely insane. People are gonna be sending it. So gotta make it over. We're gonna head through the cut through here and then hopefully make it back in time. All right, made it to the hairpin. Got a lot of cars coming through. It's cool to see them accelerating out, getting some cool photos down here, just trying to enjoy the time while we have it. I think I am gonna grab a snack real quick while we're here, and then gonna head back. Got that long walk ahead of me, so gotta get back for the insane entry. All right, well, we made it over, and you can tell this is definitely where all the media wants to be. It's gonna be sick. So we got this insane entry coming down the hill into this corner right below us. Should be epic. All right, so we're gonna get some video here. We got our first car coming. Got that started. Get photos here, and then video with you. Here comes Mike. Woo! Well, that's not good. Well, that's frustrating. My memory on my phone filled up and I had to delete the recently deleted stuff. And that's right whenever that Corvette just smashed into the wall. Ooh. I missed it. Except, I mean, we kind of got it on this, but not as good as we would like, of course. I don't know what the door it was cool getting some cool photos of these guys just full sending it into the corner, getting video of course for you guys, and just this was a great spot for our collection of media from the weekend for sure. But we are not done yet. Let's go ahead and figure out what we're doing next. So I came back and they're doing a track walk real quick and a little signing session, so a lot of the drivers can sign autographs and such. So we got a little bit of downtime. I'm gonna run into the media room, maybe get a little bit of editing done, do something in there, moving files and such, and then we're gonna get back out trackside when we go hot once again here very soon. Okay, well, I made the long walk back around to turn 5, the outside of it, try to get to the open drift, got the 787 a little bit. I've been struggling getting photos of that car, and I don't know why. Every day it seems like there's one car that is just really hard, and then there's one that's easy. The RX-8 was really easy today, got some great photos of it. 787 I struggled with, but I think we got one good one. And now we got a Skid Kings, which is their burnout competition. Before we are done, we are almost done wrapping it up. We're gonna check in on the Skid Kings. All right, well, the schedule got kind of mixed up, and I ended up back over at the pits, and the Skid Kings happened over on the other side of the track. Didn't have time to walk over there, but got to see it from over here a little bit, and then head back into the media room to get stuff situated for the evening. All right, guys, well, I got the vest off and I got all my stuff. We're gonna head back to the car. I gotta get this Instagram thing edited. We've been filming in a lot of different locations, got all that. Event is done. It's over. We got cars leaving. They had the awards, pretty good. And yeah, it's time to go get some editing done. I'm gonna take you guys along for a little bit of that so you can see what we got out of all today's hard work. All right, guys, we're actually already back up here all the way on the North Island. And before you start keywording, clickbait and whatnot, we're actually going to be editing in the Instagram reel the sound of the 787. So yes, that is in this video, so don't be getting on me. This is our little flat that we're staying in up here. Pretty cool little quaint place, and got a place we can get some work done. All right, so I got to sit down. We have a whole bunch of clips already thrown here into Final Cut, and we're going to get started. This is not going to be a tutorial on how to edit per se, so we'll kind of snip through it fairly quickly. But I do want to show what we're going to be using in this clip to make a fun little Instagram thing, utilizing footage that we have, even though not all of it is absolutely perfect. I got very nervous whenever the 787 came out, and I wanted to get everything, and then in turn, it very much hindered what I got, because I was trying to get photos, videos on multiple cameras and stuff, and it just did not help. So I am going to go ahead and pull in all of my clips that have audio with them first. That way we can kind of use those to see what we want the whole video itself to sound like, and then we can put in over the top of it whatever visuals we want. If we want to go back to some of these visuals over here, that'd be like from Hampton Downs where the 787s was on display. If you want to see more about that, it'll be in an upcoming video on the main channel here in a while. It'll be really, really cool. It's going to be about the whole trip here in New Zealand, what God's been doing, how he's been changing me, and the outlook on YouTube and everything. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, so we can use any of these clips we want over the top. I also have some horizontal clips that I need to add in here as well. So let's get the sound edited first, and then we'll go from there. All right, now I have a good idea of what I want the sound to be underneath. So we got a bunch of clips thrown together here with pretty good sound of the 787D. Now we need to get our actual visuals together because I want it to look good, want it to be a cool little piece. So we're going to add in some pieces from Hampton. We're going to add in, we might leave some of this in, and then we're also going to add a crop in to make this look a little more cinematic. Okay, so I'm even going to bring in a couple photos that we got because it just adds a different element, and we can still have that sound, get the photo, and it can kind of bring that photo to life a little bit more than just having a photo, and it helps us save some visuals that were not so great. Okay, now we got all of our visuals in. It's not perfect, but it gives a good sense of that sound that we absolutely have fallen in love with. All right, now we can make a compound clip of this, which is going to work out perfect. Then I can actually get rid of that in our timeline. I can go up to our project, modify it, make it a vertical project now, because that's actually what we need for Instagram and such, which is perfect because then we can bring in this clip from an interview that I did with Mike. Full interview will be in another video. Had a great time getting to talk with him. Be looking forward to that on the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and everything so you don't miss out. But we're going to put this clip, just this little clip from the interview in here. We'll put a couple visuals over part of it, and then we will throw our rotate phone clip in there, and then we will put our compound clip behind that. We'll put that right there, and we will twist it 90 degrees, and then make it fill out our entire thing. So it will go through here. I'll get the other clips, and we'll see what we have as a finished product.
Difficult to drive, but you are so concentrated on the noise. Like, I almost drive it for the noise rather than for the corner or the track.
Down behind the haul tech tent and make your way down here to the pit. It's all open pit.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed getting to see some of that content. It was a lot of fun bringing you behind the scenes to see that sort of stuff. Did want to let you know that we had the opportunity to talk to a couple people at the event and get to pray for them, get to minister into their lives a little bit, which was absolutely amazing. That's the reason that I do this stuff, and we're actually going to want to bring more of that content into the channel. So we're trying to figure out how that flows, how that works properly. We're just relying on the Lord for that. We got some ideas that we're coming up with, and it's going to be awesome. So make sure you guys are excited for that. If you don't know Jesus, make sure you guys take a look into it. We highly recommend it. He has changed my life so much, and I know he will do the same for you. So guys, as always, have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys next time. That's the shot. Got it.
This is cool. I totaled the front end of my car.
Well, thank you guys for watching this iteration of the 3D Video YouTube channel.
We'll see you nerds later.